আমার শ্রদ্ধা জ্ঞাপন করছি, কারণ এই আবহাওয়ার মধ্যে আপনারা যে এই মন্দিরে আজকে এসছেন, এটাই কি প্রমাণ করে না যে আপনাদের মধ্যে যে ভগবানের প্রতি যে অনুরাগ, সে অনুরাগ আছে। আর আমরা খুব কৃত স্কর্বর পক্ষ থেকে আপনাদের জন্য আমাদের শ্রদ্ধা রইল, এবং আমাদেরকে স্পেশালি আজকে আমাদেরকে সুযোগ দেওয়ার জন্য, আপনাদের সম্মুখে কিছু কথা বলার জন্য আমরা আপনাদের প্রতি পুনরায় শ্রদ্ধা জ্ঞাপন করছি। আজকের আলোচনার বিষয় শ্রীমদ্ ভাগবত গীতা, এবং এই বিষয়ে আলোচনা করার মতো পাণ্ডিত্য আমাদের নেই। আমরা সে কারণে এমনভাবে একটি প্রেজেন্টেশন তৈরি করেছি যাতে আমরা উভয়ে আপনাদের সহযোগিতায় আমরা শিখতে পারি। সো আপনারা অনুমতি দিলে আমি শুরু করতে পারি। ক্যান আই স্টার্ট? থ্যাংক ইউ। সো প্রথম প্রশ্ন ওঠে, ভাগবত গীতা সবাই জানেন, প্রত্যেকের হয়তো আছে অনেকেরই বাড়িতে, কিন্তু ভাগবত গীতা কি? What is Bhagavad Gita? The answer is within the question. Bhagavat means Bhagavan, Gita means song. So Bhagavad Gita মানে হচ্ছে ভগবানের গান, or the song of God. All the verses of the Bhagavad Gita is written in Anustup poetic meter. So when you hear the Bhagavad Gita shlokas, there is a rhythm there. And no one changed it. Actually, Bhagavan Krishna spoke to Arjuna the way it is, that is the way we read now. It is the only book that contains the direct words of Lord. And you can think this way: we cannot see God, we cannot visualize God, but we can hear Him with our ears. And this is the incarnation of God, and this is called sound incarnation, and this is non-different from Lord Krishna. This is the essence of all other Vedic texts. I would like to explain a little bit here. Vedas wrote 4 Vedas: Rig, Sham, Yajur, and Atharva. And as you know, Veda has 2 parts, Karmakand and Jnanakand. But the philosophical part of the Veda is called Upanishad. And Vedas also wrote 251 Upanishads. And we also have Puranas. We have 18 Puranas. We have a big and famous epic, as you know, Mahabharata. This is the biggest and oldest epic in the mankind. That's Mahabharata. It has 200,000 verses. So Lord Krishna put everything in one small book that is called Bhagavad Gita. To whom was Bhagavad Gita spoken? Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Arjuna for the benefit of all of us. And it was spoken in 700 verses. And out of the 700 verses, 1 verse was spoken by Dhritarashtra. 40 by Dhritarashtra's chariot driver, Sanjaya. 84 by Arjuna, and 575 verses by Lord Krishna. And it took only 40 minutes. Next question is, when was Bhagavad Gita spoken? I think I missed one point. Why was Bhagavad Gita spoken? Because Krishna was confused what to do. Because in front of him, his cousins are there. relatives are there.
You mean Arjuna?
Arjuna. So all are there. So whether he will fight or not, we also go through the same situation in our lifetimes. And every one of us, no exception, we face the situation, we don't know what to do, where to go. Arjuna was in that situation, and that's why Krishna told him the verses, or he gave the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. When was Bhagavad Gita spoken? It was last spoken, as you see, 5,156 years ago. How can we calculate that? Mahabharata war took place 3,137 years BC. And now it is 2019. If you simply add them, become this figure, 5,156 years. Is the message of Bhagavad Gita still relevant, and if so, to whom? The Bhagavad Gita is the manual of eternal manual of life, or eternal manual of the mankind or human race. It's not for anyone, like not for any religion. It's for everyone. Like if you see 110 volt written somewhere, 110 volt only, that means you can use only 110 volts. If it says that this car needs gas, this message is not for anyone, but anyone drives the car, the message is for him. No Americans, no Indians, no Bangladeshi, it's for everyone. Bhagavad Gita is the eternal manual for all human beings. In last thousands of years, as we said, probably you have seen last spoken 5,156 years ago. Since then, and even before then, this is the last time, so it was spoken before too. Thousands of years, all the great philosophers, they have been reading Bhagavad Gita and realizing and submitting themselves to the infallible truth of Bhagavad Gita. It's not only the eastern part of the world, also in the west. As you know, like I can mention some names by T.S. Eliot and the astronomer, American astronaut Sunita Williams. And let me give you another example. It may not be a very nice example. You know, Robert Oppenheimer. Anyone?
Yes.
You know. So he was known as the father of the atom bomb, right? He created the atom bomb in 1945 July, probably on 16th of July. He did the testing, and the name of the testing was Trinity, in their form, Trinity. Father, Son, and the Soul. After doing the successful testing, in the interview on a TV channel, and what was actually listening by other scientists, he actually read or spoke one shloka from Bhagavad Gita, 11.32. What does it say? Time I am the destroyer of the whole world. So you understand that even the Westerners are also taking inspiration or lesson from Bhagavad Gita. Now, what is Bhagavad Gita as it is? As it is means Bhagavad Gita was presented as Krishna spoke without any change and with explanations from Vedic text. It contains the Sanskrit verses, word for word meaning, and purpose or related explanations. Without this purpose, it would be very difficult for us to understand the esoteric meaning of Bhagavad Gita. Because when you read, not one time, not two times, 20 times you read, still when you go back, you find something different or new. And that's why we need to understand to read the purpose. Without this book, it would take actually 100 lives. Because, as I said, we are very rich in text, religious text, so many texts, so many books. It's not easy for us to collect all the copies of the Vedic text. Then you read, then you understand, then you correlate. It will take hundreds of lives. With the mercy of His divine grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is the most famous and advanced Vedic scholar, a translator, and a teacher of the modern era, we have a book that has everything we need to start our spiritual journey. And that's called Bhagavad Gita as it is. When Srila Prabhupada was in UK, he was asked what was the purpose of his visit to UK. Then he answered, "You Britishers ruled India and you plundered all her wealth. You took everything, but you forgot to take the most important jewel of India. I have come here to give you what you forgot, the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita." We have chosen actually 4 verses out of 700 verses for today for you. As you know, Bhagavad Gita is the crown jewel of spiritual wisdom. These 4 verses will tell us who we really are and how can we be happy permanently. How and where. We all want to be happy. No one wants to be unhappy, but we go through everything. We go through the pain, everyone, no exception. So we need to learn how to be happy. So, Gita Wisdom 2.13, it says, Dehinosmin Jatadehe Komaran Yoganam Jara Tata Dehanto Praptir Dhiras Tattva Nam Mujjati. The meaning is, as the embodied soul continuously passes in the body from boyhood to youth to old age, at the end of the life, the soul passes to another body. And for this, a self-realized person and not bewildered for any of the changes. There is also the meaning in Bengali. Can I have someone to read the Bangla part, the last part? Dehi deho jebhabe. Yeah.
দেবীর দেহ যেভাবে কোমার যৌবন এবং জরার মাধ্যমে তার রূপ পরিবর্তন করে চলে, মৃত্যুকালে তেমনি ওই দেহী আত্মা এক দেহ থেকে অন্য কোনো দেহে দেহান্তরিত হয়। স্থিত প্রজ্ঞ পণ্ডিতেরা কখনো এই পরিবর্তনে মুহ্যমান হয় না।
Thank you, Chittoda. Very nicely done. So as we see in the picture, that one is taking birth and youth passing through the life process, and that person dies. Not that person actually, his body dies and soul gets another body immediately, and that same way it repeats. We consider ourselves as Bangladeshi, American. When you look at the mirror, we see your face and think you have very nice hair, mustache, nice earring, everything, right? But Lord Krishna teaches us the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita that whatever we see, that is not our real identity. Our real identity is inside. Whatever see, that is actually our outer dress. Some people say that we have souls. Some people also believe that they have souls. Lord Krishna instructs us. That is the real identity of everyone. And soul is unborn, eternal, and unchangeable. And in the subsequent verses of chapter 2, starting from 220 to 231, you will find how Lord Krishna explains in detail that soul never dies. And the reincarnation. The reincarnation is not in the next life. It's going on. We have different form in our body and structure to what we had before 20 or 20 years. And who knows, after 20 years, it will be different, right? So it's going on. Reincarnation is going on. And scientifically, you also know that our body cell dies, right? In 7 years, we get almost, not 100%, but up to a certain percent of body cell changes. We get new cells, right? So reincarnation is going on. What body will I get in my next life? As you see, we saw that we are getting new body, right? Before I start, can I ask one thing? Mom, can you go to next previous slide? Thank you. Yeah. So, do you have any question on this slide? You can ask. Anyone has any question? Okay.
So, yeah.
Yes, sure.
There's not question. I just saw this one more realistic, like one soul.
Yes.
They can go through men's,
Yes.
women's, everywhere, right? So men's, after that maybe you can transfer, after that you can go for maybe women's, right? Girls, and it's beautiful. This is the first time I saw it.
Thank you, Prabhu. So Prabhu rightly mentioned or identified that yes, the soul doesn't have anything, no religion, nothing, no gender, nothing. And the soul, or human soul, can get another body too, right? Not even human being. Okay, let's go to the next one more. What body will I get in my next life? Gita Wisdom 8.6. It says, Jam jam vapi sharon bhavam, te jam te kale bharam, tam tam evayati kunteya, sadatad bhava bhavita. The translation is like this: whatever state a being remembers when he quits his body, or son of Kunti, that state will attain without fail. That means Lord is ensuring that without fail he will attain that state. Now the Bangla part.
অন্তিমকালে যিনি যে ভাব স্মরণ করে দেহত্যাগ করেন, তিনি সেই ভাবে ভাবিত তত্ত্বকেই লাভ করেন।
Thank you for participation. I'm trying to learn from you too. Yes, because as I said at the beginning, they will learn reciprocally. So we teach us, and no one is teaching anyone. We are just reading from Bhagavad Gita. No one made it. It's the word of Lord Krishna. We are just trying to understand together. Bhagavat Gita 8.5, that's the previous one. Krishna says, Antokale chamamo eva sharan muktam kale bharam japrati samad bhavam jati nastyatra samshaya. The meaning is this: if anyone quits his body, remembering me alone, he will attain my nature immediately and will come back to me. Of this, there is no doubt. So, these two verses, 8.6 and 8.5, it says that at the time of death, whatever you think, you'll get that. And if you think of Krishna, you'll go back to Krishna. In the Vedic literature, the last thought of life is most important. And last thought, how can we get the last thought the way we want? It is because our desire, our karma, and our association. And you can understand when my body will be living here and my soul will depart from my body, that will be the most difficult time of my life. At that time, what will come in my mind? Only thing will come in my mind, maybe the most attraction I have for, like my son, my daughter, my property or something. But if, bank balance, yes, thank you. But if you always think of Krishna, as Krishna says, 8.5, you think of me, come back to me, to my place, to Goloka Vrindavan. So as you understand that Krishna promises again and again, think of me, come back to me. And that takes some kind of practice, right? We have to practice something. And this is a simple thing. We'll go to the next verse, but before I go there, I'd like to get your question about this, because this is a little bit confusing, that if someone remembers Krishna at the time of death, he's going to go back to Vaikuntha Loka or Goloka Vrindavan. How? Do you have any question about this? You want to ask me anything? If you don't have, I will ask you one. My question is, someone never goes to temple, never remembers God. At the time of the death, while he was dying, says, "Oh Bhagavan, Haribol," something. Will he be liberated? That's the answer. Yes, he will be. Because this is Krishna's promise. If you can remember him at the time of death, it doesn't matter what you did in your whole life, you'll go back. Is there any evidence? Yes, there is. If you read Bhagavatam 6, Canto 6, Chapter 1, you'll read the history of Ajamil. And Ajamil's son's name was Narayan. At that time, he was not a good guy at all. When he saw Jamduta are coming, and he was very scared. So what he did, he called his son, Narayan, save me. Krishna is so merciful. He doesn't care whether you are calling him, just his name. That's it, that's enough. And Krishna took him. Please read Bhagavatam 6.1. Another question is, I'm going to temple, every day I'm chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I'm following all the instructions. If I die in an accident, I don't get a chance to say Krishna or Hari or Narayan, what will happen to me? Anything?
You will go to Krishna.
Very good.
All the year you have done.
Krishna said, he will take care of you. It doesn't matter. So he is merciful in both ways. Thank you. On next one. Will I be happy I am born in a millionaire's family in a prosperous country? This is from Bhagavat Gita 8:16. It says, Brahma Bhuvana Loka, Punor Avartina Rojana, Mamo Puttaya Tukuntaya, Punurjanmo Na Vitate. The meaning is, from the uppermost planet down to the lowermost planet, wherever you go, you will have to go through birth and death, the cycle of birth and death. You have to go through. You see the picture, I don't know if you can see it on the right hand side. So these are actually representation of one planetary system. This universe has billions of planets, right? And so if you see the middle here, this is actually showing the Earth here, Bhuloka. So Earth means, Bhuloka means the planets similar to similar to Earth. There may be billions of planets like Earth. There may be lives there similar to our planet. That's called Bhuloka. Down to the Bhuloka, there are 7 planets. So you see there, Atala, Vitala, Shutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Patala. These 7. And this is also called the gross planets. Go up. Bhuloka, Bhuloka, Shauraloka. Shauraloka, the place, or Shauraloka we say, the place of all the gods, place of Indra, there's the Shauraloka area. And then go your Mahaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, then Brahmaloka. In the text it says Brahma Bhuvanaloka. That is starting from there. If you go down there, based on your karma, you'll get another life. And wherever planet you go to, you'll have to go through the life and death. So it doesn't matter where you go. Srimad Bhagavatam 2.5, 2 Canto chapter 5, teaches us that based on your desire, karma, you will get next birth. Maybe a rich family, big personality, whatever, you will get it. But, or you may go to the planets of the gods, like Indra's planet, Shargo, or any other demigod's planet. You may have 10,000 years of lifespan, or 50,000 years of lifespan, very opulent, but there is end. And you have to come back. That means you have life and death. To get rid of this, you have to do something else. That we learn from the next one. Please 1 second. The Bangla part. Anyone interested? From back? Hey Arjun, yes.
হে অর্জুন, এই ভুবন থেকে ব্রহ্মলোক পর্যন্ত সমস্ত লোকেই পুনরাবর্তনশীল, অর্থাৎ পুনর্জন্ম হয়, কিন্তু হে করতেও আমাকে প্রাপ্ত হলে আর পুনর্জন্ম হয় না।
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, do you have the question on this slide? Can I ask anything?
What does happen when he is not born again?
Okay, that's a good question. Very good question. I should have explained this before. Actually, God's creation has 2 parts mainly. One is the part we can see, all the universes. That's called the material universe. And that's 25% of his creations, or 25% of God. Ask me later why am I saying that. And 75% of his creation, or 75% of the God in the spiritual world, or Vaikuntha Loka. So, the person who never gets birth again goes back to Vaikuntha Loka or Goloka Vrindavan. There is no birth, no death, no anxiety, and certainly more happiness than we can think of.
So whatever is in Vaikuntha, is there any life with him?
Yes, life is there because we are the soul. Soul never dies, according to
He
Bhagavat
doesn't
Gita.
have any body. Does it have a body?
Yes, there is body. If you read Bhagavatam, it says, yes, there is body, there is life, and that body is different, your feeling is different. Example I can give you, you are a realtor, sorry to mention your profession, it's a very good profession, you're helping other people, right? You enjoy it, you like it. But a child, 10-year-old child, if you try to teach him, okay, let's go sell the house, he'll not be interested in it. Why? That means this is his pleasure. But Vaikuntha Loka, the pleasure is a different way. It's a higher pleasure, higher taste, and better than whatever we think. This is a pleasure. We think that if I have good money, good health, if I have something, I'm happy here. But when you go there, your definition of pleasure is different. But there is body, and there is actually description of Vaikuntha Loka, and the description when you read, and we don't understand actually, but what I understood from my limited understanding, that this is way more opulent than what we think. But one thing, just one example I am giving, it says that everyone has his or her own bimana, like a car, right? So that's the explanations I see that. And there, even the plants, they feel, and those plants are like whatever you ask, you get from the plant. The ponds, you see the water. So it describes this way, it seems like the picture of what can we think of, but I don't know if someone saw it. But obviously, Vaikuntha, the place where if you go, you will not come back and you will not want to come back. So that will be more higher than the pleasure we get. Thank you for the question.
Is it
I
like
have a
a
question.
Sure.
No, you just said that in Vaikuntha Loka there is no birth or no death.
Yes.
If this is the situation, how the body is coming?
Their body says, as my understanding, that the body is subtle body, right? It's not like our body.